Welcome to the Another Eden version 2.2.9 update notice. Some pretty exciting stuff is happening for Another Eden Global. They announced the 2.2.9 version of the game along with the 2.3.1 version in a future update soon to follow. So with 2.2.9, they're adding the Another Style Sybil, which is Another Style Myrus, into the game. She's going to be the strongest mage unit in the game for a while. But I just want to preface this to let you guys know that mages have fallen out of the quote-unquote Another Eden meta, as it's pretty much dominated with physical attack damage dealers. But on another note for mages, Another Eden for Japan recently announced the Rosetta Another Style, which is going to be bringing the magic zone for the first time. And with that, people are interested to see how much of an effect it can be to hopefully bring mages back into the meta, or to give them a much needed buff to compete with physical damage dealers. Anyways, let's go down here. So this update is scheduled to be on July 17th, 2020 at 3 a.m. UTC time. And they're going to be adding Myrus Another Style, as you can see here. A paid Fateful Encounter will be available for one time only, and some of the Manifest weapons will be added in as well. For the Manifest weapon, we're getting Bertrand, his Magister weapon, and Felmina, her Gale Force weapon. Out of these two, I would definitely say that Felmina has the biggest hype for her overall Manifest weapon, because it's going to launch her to become the top single target DPS for wind units, no contest for a very, very long time. And I feel like veteran players would probably have Felmina in their inventory someplace, so you should definitely dust her off the bench and bring her out and get her manifest to +10 ASAP, because you're going to laugh at how much damage you're going to be dealing. They're also going to be adding new functions. You can now re-experience the story of the two Knights on the Holy Sword after completing the event. You can replay the events by searching the magic mirror in the Miglan's Labyrinth mirror room, and you can go to the Labyrinth mirror room by selecting Unigan on the world map as well. And there's also going to be a new campaign Chronos sale, 2,000 and 4,000 Chronos, for a couple weeks, and you can purchase them up to 2 times. And there'll also be another campaign for the two Knights on the Holy Sword, where you can increase and get an increased amount of Miglansian magic in the episode. After the 2.3.1 update, however, the update for this will no longer give you increased Miglansian magic. And also there will be a duration of increased green card and red card from the treasure chest from July 21st to the 27th, as you can see here. And you also get a lone encounter, 1 summon a day. Hopefully you guys will get lucky in one of your summons. And this is only for 6 days only. And as all updates, the previous campaign will be ending, so if you need IDA Part 1 or IDA Part 2 event currencies, you should try to farm that now before it goes away. And in here update information, we have the Another Eden version 2.3.1, First Knight and the Holy Sword. Pretty much they're going to be introducing Radius and Diedri 5-star, both very hyped units and both really good units as they herald the 2.3 update. In a future video, I'll cover over the overall 2.3 update, what to expect, similar to how I made a video earlier for version 2.2. And with that said, with Rosetta Another Style, I will now finally start working on the tier list, since I've been waiting for a Magic Zone dealer to be added in to mix it up in the tier list. Alright, so here we're on the page for Myrus Another Style. This is her rank 5 artwork in the game, and this is her sprite in the game as well. Very cute chibi style. Some general data to know is that she is a rarity 5-star unit. Her element type is Earth. She's a blunt staff ring user, and her light and shadow type is Light. Personalities being Beast and Staff. And with the implementation of light stat bonuses, you can see what type of bonuses she will get, from 5 light starting all the way up to 255 at max stat. And her class name for the change would be Sybil as well. You can get her Sybil memoirs either through random drops from another dungeon very hard runs, the Garula 2.0 dungeon runs, or sometimes even in the White Gate as well, if you're able to get to the very end or encounter the cellar or the Nopal weapon shop. And for her Valor chant, she has Outdefend You All, Earth-type magic, attack on random enemies 2 to 4 times, being large, and Earth-type resistance of all enemies will go down by 20% for 1 turn. If you do decide to get her Grasta, Sybil Proof, she will get up to 15 Intellect and 15 Spirit, along with increasing the amount of possible damage output 3 to 5 times large for her Valor chant, which is pretty big. She has actually one of the best Grasta upgrades in the game. And under her skills, some things to note: if you want to have a little bit more supporty type attacks, you could bring Earth Wall for her. She will do physical resistance of all party members up by 15% and water type resistance up by 50% for 3 turns. She could also heal her allies by doing an AoE heal that's medium in strength. And pretty much her 2 bread and butter skills are Earth Spiral and Transform Claw. Let's go with Earth Spiral first. She's going to do an Earth type magic attack on a single enemy 3 times XL, and she'll increase the intelligence of all party members by 30% and speed by 30% for 3 turns with a maximum stack of 3. And each stack of Spirit of the Rabbit will be applied on the user, and the Spirit of the Rabbit will give her magic attack critical rate increase with the number of Spirits of Rabbit that she has. And it's assumed at the moment that it's 20% per stack, and it adds additively, going to a maximum of 3 stacks. And then for Transform Claw, she'll do an Earth-type magic attack on all enemies, AoE XL, and the additional attacks will be based on the number of Spirits of the Rabbit stacked. The lower the user's mana, the higher the power of the skill, and upon usage, she will consume the Spirit of the Rabbit. So pretty much, she is a very, very, very good magic unit, and if you need to run a magic unit, she's definitely someone that I would highly recommend getting. And even though magic isn't necessarily meta at the moment in the game, her ease of use is ridiculously high, and she is consistently rated as one of the top units in the game. So with that said, let's go over some of her Grastas actually. So some of her Grasta recommendations on the Ultima website from Japan would be: for tier 1, you can have the Power of Pain, which will give her intelligence and speed plus 5, but more importantly, the target will increase in pain damage and the power increase by 30%. Second one that they recommend is our Poisonous Power, increase the intelligence by 5 and speed, and the target damage up will increase by 30% when they're poisoned. For tier 3, if you want to go that far, you can get the Violent Power, which increases her intelligence by 10 and speed, both respectively, and will increase the Earth attribute attack by 30%. This will greatly increase the power of her ground attacks. And then you can also consider getting Magical Mind Power, which is both going to give her plus 10 intelligence and plus 10 speed, which will give her magical crit rate up by 40%, which will further increase her nutty damage. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the review for Myrus Another Style. Yeah, good luck pulling for her if you want. There's going to be a lot of new and good units. I would say the next really good magic unit that's going to follow up from her would probably be Bertrand Another Style, but that won't happen until much later down the line in 2.3. Anyways guys, I hope this video has been helpful. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.